Atomic Space Race is an orbital mechanics puzzle game where you're challenged to design courses that meet mission objectives as quickly or simply as you can. I'm going to walk through a solution that I've already found to a level to save some time, but it'll go over a little bit of how you can reach those. We have here our level where our objective is to organize a flyby of the moon, starting from a orbit of Earth. At the bottom you can see the time bar that shows us what part of the simulation we're looking at right now. The level starts at 0, and this one progresses for just a little over 8 weeks. Now, since our objective is to fly by Luna, we need to raise our orbit. You can see our objective here in the orange dashed circle, showing just how close we need to get to Luna. So we're going to have to place at a burn order, which we do by hitting new order. And then we need to pick what direction we will be burning in. This is going to be straight up. You can see here our ship icon shows what direction we are facing, or traveling rather. And at the beginning of the simulation we are traveling straight up, which is heading 0. We'll accelerate just a little over 1g, 10 meters a second. And let's do it for 1 minute, 60 seconds. And timestamp is 0 to signify that we are doing it at the first possible moment. Add that, and you can see our course line changes to reflect the maneuver. And that does raise our orbit, the far side of our orbit, but not enough to get out to the moon. So let's bump it out a little bit further. Still not good enough. Take it to a full 2 minutes. And that's a bit too much. Back it off again. Just do 100 seconds. Not enough. 110. Now we've actually already completed the level. The indicator here has turned from orange to blue. And up here we now have a button that tells us what the timestamp of our completion of the mission is. So if we click on that, we'll actually jump to that time. And so we can scroll back and forth along that moment. And we can see that we pass by the moon. Now if we wanted to compete for bragging rights and get a slightly faster completion of this level, we've got a lot of room to do it because we don't actually finish it until somewhere around the 2/3 mark. So we've got a lot of time to work with before then. We actually get to the correct distance a lot sooner, but the moon isn't there yet. So we can back off this orbit a ways, or this maneuver a ways, and see that since we're so much closer into Earth, we're orbiting a lot faster. So we've got a lot of opportunities where the same burn, straight up, will get us out there at a time that might be able to meet up with the moon. So you can try to find the correct time by scrolling back and forth here. You've also got a fine control that lets us move forward in steps. So if we want to try it on this orbit, we can click on now, parse that. Now you can see that we don't complete the level anymore. We come pretty close to meeting the moon, but we're not quite there. So if I take from my notes the time that I know will get us there, we're actually a little past it now. Punch that in. Now we're passing pretty close to the moon. We can also draw the entire system as if the moon were not moving and everything else was, with this button, which lets us see, here we've got the Earth apparently circling around the moon from the moon's perspective, and the ship circling around the Earth until the burn happens down here, and the ship spirals in towards the moon. I've further refined that course some to get us even closer, and you can see what that looks like here. If we zoom in, you can see that line crosses fairly close to the moon. If we push this in, now we get even closer. And if we go back to drawing from the Earth's perspective, we can see, based on the difference between these two lines, how much the moon's influence shifts this orbit with this close of a pass. Unlike some other games, notably Kerbal Space Program, the ship is being affected by the gravity of all objects all the time, not just the object whose sphere of influence that it's within. So it's actually getting perturbed over the whole of its course, even when it's not particularly near the moon. So that's how Atomic Space Race is played and currently looks. If you want to keep up with development, check out the blog at atomicspaceplace.com. And keep an eye on this YouTube channel. More videos get posted here periodically. A lot of small snippets of progress visually or interface-wise, as well as the occasional narrated video like this. Thank you for watching.